Guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video. BTC and ETH just keep on pumping up and the move goes absolutely parabolic. The question is, where does this end? Well, we are right now hitting resistance. If we can overcome it, there are much higher prices, but we have some interesting stuff in the charts. And I have to say, I'm a little bit surprised about the strength of the move at this stage of the market. I really thought that we would have much more sideways action. We are going to dive in right away, but not before I've asked you to like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so that you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share this video with your friends if you think it's useful. Also feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I update you there multiple times a day about all the good stuff that is going on in the markets. Alright, now let's really dive in. BTC USD pair here on the 4 hourly. BTC trading just shy of 19k. Like I said, we have some resistance above us, and that is the golden pocket starting off from let's say 19,200 to 19,390, and that is measured from this top right here that we put in, and then the bottom, and then all the way traded up, of course, until the golden pocket. The current golden pocket, so the one that we are flirting with right now, also has more resistance from this macro point of control, and that was that very long trading range where we were in. Maybe you can remember that. So the value area low and the point of control of that area are very close to each other, and we are also right now then kind of fighting with that. So if we need to turn, then this actually would be a very nice place to do it, maybe with a divergence. First I was hoping or thinking at a 4 hourly, but then I really actually want to see some more space between those moves, and we are actually right now so close already to their golden pocket, so I would not be surprised if we're going to tap in it today. If we go higher than that, then I'm looking out for 20,200. That is the 78.6. That also coincides with this big cluster here of candles. So I can imagine that we also get quite some resistance once we hit it. Let's say we are going lower from this moment on, then I already drew a fib, or at least a box, the most important box, and that is, if I pull a fib from this high to this low, we are getting a golden pocket, and that's also lining up with the current value area high of this smaller range, starting off from 17,440 until 17,270. So that for me would be a major target, but also a place to maybe look for a long if we get the right confirmation, because then we already had quite the cool off. And talking about that, we are extremely overextended, we are very much overbought, but that doesn't mean that right away we need to turn. If we are coming down, there will be a trade of approximately 8%, so that would be super nice trade to do so. I missed this long trade, most of it at least, and I never jumped onto a train that had already left, so I wanted to see a good pullback before I jumped in. That didn't happen, unfortunately, so I will then jump on the next trade. And so that is for now the most important, and I'm really looking out now actually for that bigger golden pocket, 19,200 to 19,390. If we are looking at ETH, then you can see that we're also super close to a golden pocket. Let me first take out this fib. That is also just above us, and that is measured also from this top right here until the bottom, and then also traded up. That golden pocket starting off from 1446 to 1465. If we are going higher, then also here I would be looking out for the 78.6, 1546, which also then coincides with these clusters right here of candles. If we then also put the fib retracement one stage higher, so on a really significant high, then you can see that also here these candles then coincide with the next bigger golden pocket, also approximately 1520, 1540. So that lines up just perfectly. And again, if we are going lower, I will do the exact same. This will also be quite the move down if it happens. This is the first low I will be looking at. Then actually I would draw two boxes. The first one would be the value area high and the golden pocket, so really a area, and I think this is actually not that big, a percent or two. Well, just shy of a percent to 1.8% is the space. Well, we know that ETH can be a little bit more volatile, so I think that's fine. Value area high until the golden pocket, starting off from 1275 until 1250. So that will be then a place to look for reversal, or maybe to put in a long if we get the right confirmations. The next one, that will be then the point of control in the 78.6, which lines up almost at the same level at 1215. The only thing is that if we spend some time here, then we will also most likely see this value area high moving up more to the upside. I already saw it in the last couple of days because the price is trading to the upside, so we have more candles on the upside, and eventually you're seeing that the value area low is getting maybe slightly up, but the value area high is getting much higher, and a point of control then also usually moves a little bit until the price eventually comes down again, and then you see those lines changing again. Is just a calculation of the most traded volume. So again, if we spend time on the upside, we have more traded volume there, and therefore you see that the value areas are shifting. So if we spend some time here, this box might become a little bit bigger, or maybe I will even move it like this, that you will see like the 0.5 and the value area high. It doesn't really matter, but you just want to have good risk to reward proportion, so that is actually the most important. Like I said, again, I'm a little bit surprised about the move from ETH and BTC at this stage in the market. Again, I also want to repeat, this was not a short squeeze. There was no negative funding rate at all the way up. So it is just really buyers into the market. But for both asset classes, I mean, there's of course a tremendous liquidity buildup underneath all of these stops. And we also have quite some single prints, and that's when the price moves extremely fast. So if we get a little bit of a deviation, and eventually you can also come down quite fast again to take the liquidity underneath all of these lows. That is something that I'm seriously looking at, but I first want to see this thing cooling off and coming down. The only bearish divergence that we have so far is the one on ETH, at least for the bigger time frames. There are already bearish divergences on all kinds of smaller time frames for ETH and for BTC. But I would be very careful trading it because you can see that the price is just constantly making newer highs of higher highs, higher highs, higher highs. So maybe first we're going to see a market structure change from lower highs and lower lows until we really enter the trade. You will miss the top and you will probably miss the bottom, but at least you have more confirmations of the direction of the market. That will be it for now. Be careful with trading, like this thing could really go either way. I wouldn't be surprised if we get another big scan pump up to take more shorts out of the markets. I also wouldn't be surprised if we're dumping down. It is after all Friday the 13th, so everything can happen. If you like this kind of content, and again guys, do me a favor, like and subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment or share this video with your friends if you think that's useful. Thank you so much, enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.